Oh, that was good.
Just a couple of silly friends.
Hello, welcome back to Two Friends React. I'm Enough.
And I'm Edward.
And today we're watching Addams Family Values. I'm so excited. You can't tell.
We've been talking about this one for a while. When we first started talking about doing movie reviews, this was like one of the first ones that Enough told me, like, we are doing, and I'm like, okay, no problem, yes, let's do it. I don't know this movie at all, like, except whatever memes I've seen online.
Okay, I don't know what memes are online. I mentioned dressing as Gomez last time, so I got dressed up today.
Damn.
Very excited.
You look awesome.
Thank you. Okay, I'm not sure that we need much intro to this because it speaks for itself.
Let us begin.
Showtime!
I do love some Christopher Lloyd. As I said during our Addams Family review, I'm a big fan of Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah. One of our commenters mentioned that we should watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit because of his villainous role in it. And I completely forgot that he was the villain in that.
Yes. So I don't know why Fester thinks he's a werewolf, but it just fits. It makes sense to me.
I mean, you may just find that cathartic.
I'm going to have a baby. Right now.
Oh my god. Her face there, like the eyes shifting around right now. Oh my god, that made me laugh.
And the diamond turned into a baby.
Our parents are having a baby, too. They had sex.
Mrs. Addams. Forceps! Forceps! Would you like anesthesia?
No, thank you. But do ask the children.
It's a boy. It's a girl.
It's an Addams!
There are three genders: boy, girl, and Addams. That whole sequence was amazing. Like, I knew Christina Ricci was going to say they had sex, but the way she said it was just so good. And also, like, the Addams Family are supposed to be the antithesis of the typical American family. So, of course, their kids would have sex education as opposed to the typical American family, which just doesn't. So actually, really, like, that little scene there sort of is another example of the difference in the Addams versus the typical American family.
Yeah?
It says toddler.
Oh my god, no.
Come here.
Oh god, no.
Okay, this is actually the kind of stuff that I grew up with. One of my birthday presents was a cat skeleton that my dad animated to make a really scary sound.
Wait, like a real cat skeleton?
Yes.
Okay.
He has my father's eyes.
Gomez, take those out of his mouth.
Hey, kiddo.
Did you see that?
That kid is adorable.
We just want to play with him. Especially his head.
Do you think that when a new baby arrives...
I love Fester just, like, back and forth between them.
I choked him until he lost consciousness and had to be put on a respirator.
You know, I'm always, like, looking for my next cosplay, and I would have a lot of fun doing Uncle Fester.
I bet you would. That's a fun character. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun at, like, a con.
Brother!
Yeah.
Also, I want Gomez's smoking jacket so bad.
Children, you see?
Makes me want to go put one on my velvet coat.
Oh my god, no. I want to know, was there an outcry about this? Because people like getting their knickers in a twist over a lot of things. Did people get upset about the almost infanticide in this movie?
I don't know. I think I was too young to remember.
Where is that baby?
Which part?
Hi, Addams residents. Ooh, it's
Too sad.
Hi, I'm Debbie Jelinski from the agency.
I love her so
Wait, I know that
much.
voice.
That's Joan Cusack.
Oh, of course.
Surprise. Isn't he a lady killer?
Acquitted.
I can show you.
He likes you.
It's a little creepy.
Yes.
But then again, he literally has no other way to, Oh my god. Where have those fingers been? Oh my god.
What?
Wow! This movie is not subtle.
There's one fella I haven't met yet.
I maintain the Addams is not a subtle genre.
These Addams men, where do you find them?
It has to be damp.
What?
I can't wait. I'll start first thing tomorrow.
Why not tonight?
Oh, the timing and the facial expressions in this are just so good.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of time. You'll meet someone very special. Someone who won't press charges.
Oh god. Some of these jokes are a little...
Yeah.
But...
Oh. And what's this? Mom.
Oh god! No! No!
We investigate the case of Ursula, Carmen, and Nadine.
Ursula was my grandma's
Very
name.
different women with one thing in common. Murder! Bachelors beware.
There's worse ways to go.
All the important numbers: police, fire department, morgue.
Wouldn't that just be 911 for the first three?
Guess it depends on what you're calling about.
It's true.
By the way, the fire department will not come get a cat out of your tree. At all. That is a myth.
Why
they
do
will
you
tell
know
you-
that?
Have you met my cat? She's kind of a rascal. She is
So what will
adventure
they tell
cat.
you?
They will tell you that a cat will come down eventually on its own because you don't find cat skeletons in trees.
Oh, that's good.
Fortunately, she's sleeping right now like a pretty little baby.
What a strange old house. So drafty. It's really no place for children.
Oh my god.
Are you really a nanny?
What a question.
Why did you come here?
Why, to take care of you. All of you.
Especially my uncle.
So like the big thing here is that she's the one who's onto it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
They're afraid you'll think that they don't love you. The poor things. It is a bizarre request.
You think it's been creepy so far. Wait for this.
Are they are the Addams, I guess they're not dumb, but they are kind of gullible because they assume the best in everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, because they don't have an ounce of deceit in their body, so they would never deceive anyone. So that's why, like, in the first movie, the same thing, like, both the movies are about someone trying to deceive them out of their fortune, because they would never deceive, so they can't fathom it. It's...
Yeah.
Then you have people at the other end of the spectrum who will lie about anything to accomplish what they want. And because of that, because they will do those things, they assume that the people they don't like will also lie about anything.
Yeah.
And that's where a huge part of the divide comes from. It's people living essentially in two different realities. One of the reasons Wednesday is such an interesting part of the family, I feel like, is because she's different from the family.
She sees through a lot of it.
She is the one in the family. She is the only one in the family capable of deception. Really. The only one who actually kind of enjoys it. But like in the way a kid does, except because it's the Addams taken to the extreme. So she's able to see Debbie for what she is.
Mm-hmm. I found as an adult that I had a really hard time giving people compliments. And it is something I've been actively working on because I was raised in an environment where I was taught that that's like a way to manipulate people. And so I was always worried that if I gave somebody a compliment, they would think that I was being disingenuous and trying to manipulate them somehow. And I was always very uncomfortable receiving them also. So that's something I've been really trying to work on. I think I'm getting better at it. Like, your shirt is awesome and looks super comfy.
Thank you.
Summer camp.
Camp Chippewa.
Wednesday. Look at all the other children. They're freckled. They're eager.
It's awful.
Hi, I'm Amanda Buckman.
There she is!
Oh, she was the
The Girl Scout.
Yes. Is it that they just like the actress so much they brought her back?
She plays this part well.
Play something else. Very exclusive.
Really?
Oh yeah, kid has to be extra special to get in here. Gifted. Exceptional. How about your boy?
Probation.
Oh, Wednesday's at that very special age when a girl has only one thing on her mind.
Boys.
Homicide.
Attention! Hey, listen up, everybody!
Is that?
We're the honors and directors here at Camp Chippewa, America's foremost facility for privileged young adults.
Is that Janusz?
And to just plain have fun! Because that's what being privileged is all about!
Now, this is the
guy from
creepiest thing we've
Ghostbusters
seen all
2.
film. Do you recognize this actor?
Stop it, Joel. Please, now stand.
Oh, Krumholtz!
I think this was the first film that I saw him in that I was like, oh my god, I love this guy.
Stand up straight.
Who are you? He asked Cinderella. My name is Cinderella, she said to the prince.
Turning on the charm.
That man who makes me quiver under my bodice. That bald man.
I don't think that's what was written in the story.
She's driving me wild! Oh, Debbie! The sound of her.
Seeing
Which
Lurcher
is so
Frey is
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
And the other one gets to be our lifesaver.
I'll be the victim. All your life.
Help me! Help me! I'm drowning! Help me! I'm dying!
The thing is, this actually takes very good acting skills because, again, she's a kid, so she's not a great actor. So she's not going to be the best actor ever because she's a kid. But she has to act here like she's a bad actor, and that takes skill.
It's our favorite bistro. We've been coming here for years.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
I want to eat in a cave.
Festa.
Tisha's lighting on her eyes is so good. Just the whole film.
French custom. Sharing half-eaten bread.
He spent many years.
I love how hard they're trying to wingman him. It's so cute.
I can tell, you know, when I first saw him, I thought he was from Europe.
You did?
It's true.
But I took a bath.
Oh, that was good.
Make her feel like she's the most sublime creature on earth.
Yes, that's it.
We're back.
That's great advice.
It also helps to know how to express your feelings. Our other iconic dance scene.
I want his waistcoat.
Absolutely, me too.
Oh my god. He looks just... And I like that she has sparkles on her dress. Oh my god. I love... they're butting the Addams Family music back. I love that. Hey, what works for one doesn't necessarily work for another. It's about knowing your audience and playing to your strengths.
Yes. Hello.
I love the fact that playing with the jealousy is part of their game. Like, they're clearly not bothered by it, I don't think.
Yeah, it does feel like part of what they do. Yeah.
I like when they sort of like... They're mostly normal, but every so often there's just like a little bit of supernatural going on with them.
Wednesday, you have to continue the ghost story. This is dumb. Well, if you can't do it...
Don't ask somebody who grew up in a haunt to do something scary. You're not gonna like it. I know from experience.
And the next morning, when the campers woke up, all of their old noses had grown back.
Their old noses.
Love your nose, folks. We love it. It's hot.
It took me a while to come to terms with my nose, but I have, and it is there, and it is on my face, and my face is cool, so my nose is cool.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Debonair man of the world. How...
She is so iconic in this role. I can't stop talking about it.
I'm a virgin.
You are? Yes. What's that?
I love the fact that he doesn't even know what it is, because he would, in his life, in his family, he would never be shamed for it. Because they don't, like, it's not important.
It's important, but not important at the same time. Like,
exactly.
It's important to who it's important to and in what context. Not in general.
I'm engaged.
I need a close-up of the ring.
It was our mother's. She was buried with it.
I love how that would like be totally acceptable to the Addams.
Yeah.
Mail call, Addams.
And I love how this camp is the creepiest part of the entire film.
Peter MacNicol does such a wonderful job of playing people who are way too upbeat to the point of creepiness.
Yes, he's my favorite Renfield. I haven't seen the new Renfield yet, but he is my favorite Renfield with Dracula Dead.
Oh my god, I am obsessed with the new Renfield. I love it so much because Nicolas Cage is my favorite actor.
Oh, well, I love Nicholas Hoult.
We can add Renfield to the list. I loved Renfield.
Yeah.
I've seen it a couple times, and the deleted scene. I'm not going to say anything else about that. It's amazing.
Okay. I've actually been saving it for the channel.
I love Nick Cage, so... Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Bad news.
This is the worst thing that has ever happened in the history of human events. To whom? The nanny.
Get out of the cabin. I mean, I'd kill myself. The help?
I'm sure she's a very nice lady.
I think that's disgusting. I think their whole family's like some weird medical experiment.
I mean... Yeah, but circus
Yay,
people are awesome. Yeah.
There are some asshole circus people, but that's true of any group ever.
Yes.
The Harmony Hut.
No.
How long do we have?
Yeah, it's called, what's it called? Solo, oh god.
Solitary confinement? Yeah. Well, at least they're not actually alone.
Yes.
I wouldn't make a birdhouse.
Why not?
I just wanted to read.
Not
Brief history of time?
What the hell? That seemed kind of out of place. Oh no.
I saw them sneak out.
Okay. All right, so it's a cult. It's a cult.
This is waspiness in its essence.
Okay. And also, that's probably no coincidence that David Krumholtz, a Jewish actor who also looks and sounds somewhat like a stereotypical, New York Jew, is very obviously the other outcast.
Yes, they're all
that is
wearing
not an
khakis,
accident.
They're all blondes. It is very intentional. Yes.
And they don't want people reading because education, like free thinking, not good. Although
exactly.
Up until him stealing the book, they'd never done anything to suggest that they had nasty motives or were in any way nasty. They just were very about conformity. So when he actually steals the book, it felt like somewhat jarring.
I would argue that the conformity that they were for was waspiness with the vibe that was going on, but it wasn't super explicit yet, right?
Yeah, when he steals the book and calls him Four Eyes, that was just mean. Like, they'd not done anything to indicate bullying yet. So that just sort of was like, I feel like that scene should have come after this scene.
I felt like everything so far was passive-aggressive and very, barely under the surface.
People like this, they want to pretend to be your friend, and so that they also, not just pretend, they think they're the good guys.
Right.
So they can't be overtly mean, because that destroys the illusion they built for themselves.
But the person might see it as chiding, because especially in the 90s, there was very much an element of chiding being like a fun, friendly banter kind of thing, even though you're actually being an asshole. I thought that being mean to people was the way that you show familiarity with them and show camaraderie.
Yeah.
And in the 90s, that was particularly the case, I think. That was a really popular thing to do. And I think that it's sort of been bubbling under the surface up till now that this is all about conforming to this very white, privileged kids environment.
Starting with the bare minimum, if someone truly cares about you, they won't want to hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
The things you learn on when watching Addams Family Values.
Yes. Right? This show is...
Oh my god.
It is not subtle, is super campy, and yet surprisingly wholesome in its messaging.
Are you talking about this movie or our show?
Addams Family Values. Or Addams Family in general, yeah.
I think that's also true about our show. We are not subtle, but we occasionally have some decent things to say.
We try. At the very least.
I think they should be punished. Punish! Punish! Punish!
Oh, that is so waspy.
We are not here to punish. We are here to inspire.
Campers, do you know what I think our little ninja friends here need? Do you know what just might turn their sad and potentially wasted little lives right on around?
If you don't live the way we live, you are wasting your life.
She's back!
Have you met my husband, Cousin It?
Cousin It?
Oh, from the first movie! Yes!
Little Pubert arrived. We were blessed with our own little bundle.
Oh no.
But yeah, this is very much a commentary on waspiness.
But I love the fact that she's still wearing bright colors. She has the makeup and everything. She's not. She's not dressed and totally looking like an Addams, but she's still welcome. She's part of the family.
Yes.
You don't have to totally assimilate. You just have to be kind and loving, and you're welcome.
You guys!
And I love that.
That's what friends a fellow could hope for.
And cake.
I love how they're sort of setting up the stripper coming out of the cake, but I know that's not going to happen because it's the Addams Family. They wouldn't do that.
Ta-da!
That poor girl.
Oh no!
Was she in there before you baked?
That's a little disturbing.
Of course it is. It's the Addams Family.
Yes, but I never thought of them as like psychotic murderers. Like
Oh,
a woman was just.
Are you really?
A woman was.
It's almost.
A woman was just murdered, and they're laughing about it. That's kind of a bit disturbing.
They're like, yeah.
Do you know what happens if my mom uses a fabric softener?
What?
I die.
Are you for it?
I don't know. Aww!
You mean like on a date?
No.
I'd love to.
Aww, they are very cute.
So adorable.
Oh, it must have been so much fun to be an extra on this set.
Totally.
Oh, I love Fester's outfit.
I will worship you forever.
Aww.
I will devote my every waking moment to your happiness alone.
Honestly, she could do a lot worse.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't like that she's letting the facade slip a little bit. Like, she's almost there, like...
I also feel like she thinks that she doesn't need to do more. They're all so gullible, like...
That's very true.
Have a wonderful life together.
Yes, I am.
Pillbox hat. Oh my gosh.
Yes, I am.
Next happy bride.
Come on!
Me! Now you have to get married.
It's not binding.
Tramp.
Oh, so I was saying, so I'll start from the beginning. So in Jewish weddings, we don't have a bouquet toss or anything like that. It's just not a thing.
Yeah.
But what we do have is we'll go up to like people who are like sort of getting to the age of marriage, and we'll say Im Yirtzeh Hashem by you, which means God willing by you, when when it's your turn time. It doesn't mean you're next.
Right.
My brother got married when I was 13 years old. And I had so many people, many of whom I barely knew, but knew that I was the brother of the groom, come up to me and be like, oh, Im Yirtzeh Hashem by you. And I'm like, I'm 13.
I remember catching the bouquet around the age of 16. And I had somebody I was dating at the time, and it was very weird and awkward.
But why were you trying? That's what I like. If it was weird, not why were you trying to catch it then?
Because every single person, every single woman is supposed to go up and try to catch the bouquet. That was just what you're supposed to do.
But like, you could just like not try and like, oh yes, I'm trying.
But especially at that age, was a very competitive person.
If it was a thing that like guys would do, there would be so many injuries during a bouquet toss, because like I'd be like in there like smashing people out of the way, and like I don't even want to get married, but like damn it, I want to win.
You're not wrong. That is kind of what it's like.
So thank you so much for joining us for Addams Family Values. That concludes part 1 of the review. So far, everything seems great. Fester got married. How wonderful. I'm sure no attempted murders are about to take place in any way. Because, I mean, yes, obviously, I have been watching the movie. I can kind of guess what's going to happen. Please join us next week for part 2, when we see the thrilling conclusion.
Yeah, and if you want to support what we do here, you can check out our Patreon link in the description, where we have all sorts of fun stuff, like the full length of this video with way more discussion and reactions. And at the lower tiers, we have Discord, we have polls. At the higher tiers, you can even choose what we watch. You can choose if there's a specific movie that you'd love to hear our thoughts on, have us go through. That's an option, and we'd be happy to do it for you. So please check it out, and we'd love to see you there. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week for part 2. Bye.
And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.